Hier ist die neue Folge der Ökonomie-Videos.
Have you ever, even for a second, thought about creating your very own cryptocurrency? Well, what if I told you that's no longer some far-fetched dream for, tech geniuses? What if it's something you could do in just a few minutes with a few clicks? You heard me right. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and demystify that entire process. All right, let's just dive right in and bust the biggest myth from the get-go. See, in the past, if you wanted to launch a crypto token, man, you needed some serious coding skills, specialized knowledge, and a whole lot of money. It was a huge barrier. But today, oh, that has completely changed. We're talking about something as simple as filling out a web form, making a few clicks, and all for about 50 euros. It's a whole new ballgame. So, how did we get here? I mean, what exactly made this massive shift possible? Let's take a look at the one piece of tech that completely broke down those old barriers. The whole revolution really boils down to one key technology: smart contracts. Now, just think of them as these self-executing contracts where the rules are baked right into the code. They're the magic ingredient that took a super complex manual coding job and turned it into a simple, automated process that, pretty much anyone can use. Okay, so now that we know how it's even possible, let's get practical. What do you actually need to do this? Well, you're about to see just how simple the toolkit really is. So you're probably expecting a long list of complicated software, right? Nope. The toolkit is ridiculously simple. All you're going to need is a common crypto wallet, something like MetaMask, and a little bit of cryptocurrency to pay for the network fees. That's it. Seriously, that's the whole list. And speaking of costs, forget about needing some massive investment. To create a basic token using a platform like Coin Manufactory, we're looking at about 0.19 BNB. Now, at the time the source material was put together, that was roughly 50 euros. I mean, the barrier to entry is just incredibly low. All right, with the boring stuff out of the way, now we get to the fun part. This is where you actually get to design the identity and the rules for your brand new custom token. Honestly, you can think of this just like setting up a social media profile. You get to pick the name, let's say Awesome Coin. You pick its symbol, the ticker, like WE. You decide the total supply, which is just how many of your coins will ever exist. And you even set the decimal places, which is often 18, kind of like a little nod to Bitcoin. And this is where the power of those smart contracts really starts to shine. You can build rules right into the DNA of your token. So you want to fund a marketing campaign? Easy. You can set up an automatic fee on every single transaction that goes straight to a marketing wallet. Want to support a charity? You can add a charity fee. And of course, you can set a developer fee that goes right back to you, the creator. But wait, there's more. You can add some pretty advanced features, again, with just a few clicks. You can add a burn mechanism, which basically destroys a tiny bit of the token with each transaction, making it scarcer over time. Or how about holder rewards? That automatically gives tokens back to the people who are holding your currency. You can even add things like buybacks or a liquidity fee to help keep trading stable, all just by checking a few boxes. Okay, deep breath. You've filled out the form, you've clicked create, and boom, your token officially exists on the blockchain. It's real. But hold on. There's one more crucial little step you have to take before you'll actually see it sitting there in your wallet. So please, don't panic if you open up your wallet and you don't immediately see your millions of new awesome coins. They're there, they exist, they're 100% on the blockchain, they're just kind of invisible for now, until you tell your wallet exactly where to go look for them. And making them appear is super easy. It's just a simple 4-step process. First, you just switch your wallet over to the right network, in this case, the BNB Smart Chain. Step 2, find and copy your new token's unique smart contract address. Then, step 3, you go into your wallet and find the import token option. And finally, step 4, just paste that contract address in, add the token, and voila, your new currency pops right up. All right, so your token is real. It's visible right there in your wallet. So what's next? Well, the final piece of the puzzle is taking it from being just a personal asset to something the rest of the world can actually buy, sell, and trade. I mean, look, after you have your own token, you can, in principle, offer it for sale. It's real, it's visible, it's yours. So the next logical step is, of course, making it available to everyone else. And you do this on platforms called decentralized exchanges, or you'll hear them called DEXs. A really popular one is PancakeSwap. All you have to do is provide something called liquidity.
It sounds complicated, but it just means you're pairing your new token up with an established one. By doing that, you create a trading market where literally anyone can come and trade for your currency.
So let's just zoom out for a second. What's the big takeaway here? It's that a process that used to require elite skills and a ton of cash is now accessible to, well, almost anyone. And when anyone can create their own currency in just a few minutes, it forces us to ask a really big, important question. What does value even mean for the future?